Okay. Right, we're live and welcome back to another Beard Invades. This week it's a pre-URL and we have Smelly Cat Creations.
Hey, you Smelly.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. All right.
Yeah, bro. Right, so guys, people that are watching, there is a little bit of a delay, so if we kind of talk over each other, please excuse us. I don't know what's going on with the internet tonight, but maybe we need to get those gerbils to pedal a bit faster. Anyway, so we've got Fletch from Smelly Cat Creations tonight. He is pre-URL, so I'm hoping we can get Fletch over that 100 subscriber mark tonight. He's currently, let's just real quick before we go anywhere, he's on 91. So he's really good. You to share this and then get Fletch over. So welcome to a invasion. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. It's pretty choppy, but
how's the weather over your way then? Have you got snow?
I've had quite a lot of snow. Yeah, there's been quite a bit out there. It's hasn't been snowing today though, so luckily it's melting a little bit.
Yeah,
which is
I'll have to drop.
Not a big fan of snow.
No, we've not had a flake of snow here. It's nice and dry, a bit cold though. So, yeah. Hang on, I've got to get my questions up. I always forget the pre-URL questions because... Oh, here we go. Oh, are they here? No, they're not here. So, I'll just have to wing it.
It's going to make them up now.
Okay. Yeah, let's just wing it. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? First of all, what we'll do is we'll just do a quick rundown of who's in the chat, shout people out. Also, guys, if you've got a question for Fletch, Smelly Cat, chuck it in the chat, and I'll do my best to spot it and ask Fletch. If I don't spot it, just keep coming out with the same question. Just copy and paste it until I see it. So, as usual, we've got Wood Wizardry by Colin, which is usually the first comment. The Klondike Craftsman, we've got Ian in the Shed, Douglas Mungum, Toompish Crafts, that's Wendy. And thanks to Wendy. Wendy was the one that was like, get Fletch on. So thanks, Wendy. John Davis. Who else we got? I should really have gone and put my glasses on, but it's too late now. Claire's Crafty Corner. How could I miss Claire? Who else we got? Gav is in. Dean Makes is in. Hi, Dean.
No, Dean.
Wayne the Woodturner. TF Turning. That's Terry. BB Turning. This is next week's invasion is in the chat. Shay, BB Turning. So you ready for that, Shay? And that's it so far as I can actually see. So let's crack on. We've got 24 people in watching. So you've seen these before. You know you know what to expect.
Yeah,
it's not too invasive.
The internet's picked up now, by the way.
Oh, good. Right. What we're going to do is we're just going to have a little look at your...
Am I in my workshop? No, I'm sorry, I'm not. Look, I'll prove it to you. Here you go. I'm not in the workshop.
No, that's the workshop. Right.
Just thought I'd make it look like I was.
Okay. Oh, what am I doing? I'm on the wrong one. Right. Okay. So can you see that on your screen now? So So you're currently on 91 subscribers. You've got 5, 10, 15, 16 videos up there. There's a bit of all sorts, isn't there?
Yeah, I'm a bit of that. That's me, really, a bit of all sorts.
Yeah. So I know. I mean, most people know you because you're into your 3D printing. Most people in the community. And there's a couple of videos on here that you've printed stuff.
Yeah.
But it looks very interesting. Now, I've not worked way through your videos yet, but I will. I promise.
It was. I mean, it wasn't really supposed to be 3D printing. It was supposed to be more my woodwork side, but it's 3D printing definitely come in there.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, right then. We've lost both of us. No, we haven't.
I asked me a question. I didn't hear it.
Okay. Okay. So, why YouTube? Why do you upload your first video to YouTube?
Why did I upload? Because I do so many different things, and I do love learning. I do like to. In the past, I've been an engineer for a long time, and I've had apprentices over the years, and I do quite enjoy showing other people the sort of how I do things, and I like sharing skills if I can. It's nice to help other people learn.
Yeah, that's good.
So really, I did YouTube just to sort of show the ways I do some things.
Yeah. So you're, I mean, looking at your channel, there's loads of different things on there. So what would you say that your craft is? I mean, what's the main thing that you're really interested in?
I can't give you one. There isn't one. There's just I'm interested in everything. My house has become like a. I mean, I've done this video for you of my workshop, but that's just like one small segment of it. Every single room of my house is a workshop.
Yeah.
I like woodwork. I like metalwork. I like resin. I like 3D printing. I like it all. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. So what do you get up to outside of YouTube and that sort of thing? What do you do for a living?
I'm a CNC programmer as my main job. I've wound back my hours with that, and so I could spend more time on my making. And I do hopefully fully plan to go forward with making my full-time living from making.
That's good.
Dream.
Yeah, definitely. In the stuff that you do, that's feasible. That's quite. It's you could do that. So, you made my wife. Actually, I commissioned you to make my wife a Christmas present that she absolutely loved. And if that is anything like the quality of the stuff that you do, I think you'll do well. Because it is absolutely brilliant. Sorry?
It's not easy. I mean, it's not easy, is it? There's everyone's out there competing against each other and everything. But I'd like that's the plan anyway.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a little shop tour. While you're doing that, I'll put links to your Instagram and your YouTube and stuff like that in the chat while you're doing that. Okay.
Cheers. Yeah.
Right then, over to you.
Right, I'll give you a little shop tour because it was absolutely. You can see it. Look on that thing. It's 2.2 degrees out there. It was too cold for me to be out there. This is just a little video of my shop. So, starting off straight away, we've got the CNC worky router. That's my first actual CNC machine of my own. You can see many other people's branding irons have all been tested. And there's some recent ones.
That's cool.
Dad's Workshop and Finwood Roofing I've done, and Black Dog. A few different people's branding.
Is that something that you? I mean, can people contact you and have you make them a brand? Is that what you do?
Like Claire just said in the comments there, I've made Claire. I've made one for Ian in the shed. Made quite a few using irons. That's become like one of my main sort of things really that people have been having off me is branding irons. And then I've recently started moving into the Makers Mark discs that I've started doing for people.
Yeah.
So that's my CNC workly there. Computer. Most people have a sticker wall. I have a sticker toolbox. So everybody's stickers is, as you can see them there, that's just put in Makers stickers all on my toolbox there. My workshop is a mess at the minute because it is full of insulation, as you'll see as the video comes around. It does need insulating. So just ignore all of that mess of insulation. There's plenty of it.
All right.
Yeah, I will get around to that. It's making it a bit hard to move in there. So there's a little 3D printed item. I used the 3D printer to make a angle grinder cutoff for cutting off metal bars. So that was where the 3D printers came in handy. So I didn't have to pay out for something. I just 3D printed that and used it for cutting bars off. My little paint trolley.
Oh, I've seen that. That paint before. I think Dale uses it, or someone.
Yeah, it's Cobra paints. They're really good, to be honest. Since I started using them, they're really decent. And then over here we've got my table saw. I used to be absolutely scared of the table saw. I used to avoid using it because I was so scared of kickback on it. But now I use it quite regularly. But the workshop is a mess. So I've got the Makita table saw. I keep my workshop tidy as I can with that cyclone dust system I made.
Nice.
Evolution chop saw. And I've hooked it all up now to the extraction system. So, yeah, there's just stuff everywhere. That's my, right there's my neon sign Lichtenberg device for fractal burning. So, in one of my recent videos for the clock, I used that.
I mean, they're a bit of a people either love them or hate them. Those machines, don't they?
They're a bit dangerous, yeah. But so that was the bandsaw was fairly new investment, but that to me that was well worth it.
Oh, love my bandsaw.
Brilliant, to be honest. The old, I very rarely turn that extractor on because it's too noisy. And then this is my turning area for doing my turning.
So what? Oh, you got the Axminster trade?
Yeah, I bought that second hand to save some money, but it was in brilliant condition. So
variable speed as well. Yeah.
That was why I bought it. Yeah, to have the variable speed. And I actually need to learn how to sharpen my tools properly because I haven't done that really yet. Like I say, it still needs some tidying up. I used to use the fret saw quite a bit until I got a CNC.
Right.
And then that sort of killed that off. There's a story behind most of these tools. I've given them by I got given them at a very decent price by a man called Barry Thomas. I barely knew him. He said to me that he was moving to Germany and he would offer me virtually all of his woodworking tools, and he offered me them at a silly price. And he just said one day he'll pay the favour to somebody else. So
that's good.
He really helped me get into making and woodworking, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's my whetstone grinder, my drill station.
I thought you said your workshop was untidy. A state.
That's a right state. I like it to be dinner off the floor. I like it to be super tidy. That's really bad for me. Yeah, that's really untidy for me. I don't like that. It's my little wood supply. Power tools. and then yeah, I've just got extraction going up for the explainer.
So what size is? Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh,
I didn't drink. I will say I didn't drink those bottles. That
oh,
wasn't
okay.
on me. But I did used to make quite a lot of bottle lamps, so people give me all their empty bottles, and now I've got so many.
Yeah.
What size is what? Sorry.
What size is your workshop then?
20 foot long by 15 foot wide.
Oh, okay, so it's a nice size then.
Just needs so that's it. Basically, it just needs insulating.
Brilliant. That's a nice size workshop, and it's there's loads of tools in there. It's not as.
I was very lucky. I was very lucky with that. The Barry Thomas. I barely knew him from a fret saw. I was in a fret forum. I asked for some advice on what blades I should use. He sent me loads of free blades. Didn't he bring me? And then literally, I'm still got friends with him on Facebook. But literally a couple of months later, he messaged me and said to me, "Do you want all these tools? I'm moving to Germany." And the price he sold me for was just, it was so helpful. I wouldn't have had all those tools if it wasn't for him helping me.
There's a lot of people in the community that are like that. They're like, well, just pay it forward, and whenever you can, you do. So we've got a few more people in. We've got Whitebeard. I think that's my dad actually. Spirit and Bears come in. Baz, Real Simple Things. Mike Yu. Andy Pugh is in. Yeah, there's quite a few turning. I've just noticed there was a question. Who was it from? Bear with me a second. It was from Shay, BB Turning. Question: do you make the maker's marks from metal or wood?
Metal. I pretty much do them all out of metal now. You can either have brass or you can have stainless steel. It's no cheaper to do them out of wood, so you may as well have metal, to be honest.
Yeah. Unless you're going to be.
Most people lately seem to be liking the stainless steel more than the brass.
I've got a brass one, and it takes forever to heat up, and you never know when it's hot enough to use. It's a pain. It's a pain in the butt. So that was. I thought there was another question. Actually, let's just have a little look. I know Spirit and Bear. They need a branding iron, so you might want to get in touch with them.
I've been doing quite a few branding irons.
Yeah. Okay. So Brian at Heartwood Turning. He's just subscribed. Okay, let's have a little refresh there and see what you're on. You're on 93. Come on, guys, we can do better than 93.
Almost.
Okay, so Maker Central. Are you going to be going to Maker Central this year if it's on?
I have tickets because I bought tickets last year. I will say that I find the idea of going to Maker Central very nerve-wracking.
Okay.
Yeah, I have tickets.
Why is that? Is it because there's so many people there, or is it the crowd, or?
I just have quite bad social anxiety, so I'm not. Although I used to go to quite, some sort of like heavy metal festivals, download and that. I don't love big busy places if I can help it.
Well, let's face it, download. You don't really need to talk to anyone, do you?
No, you can just find your own little space and have a beer.
I think the good thing with Maker Central is everyone that's there is a like-minded person, and everyone is up for talking to everybody, because they're all into similar stuff. Maker Central, it's all crafty, it's wood turning, carving, metalwork, all sorts of stuff. But you know that yourself.
To be honest with you, one of the things for me is since I've been doing all of this, one of my favourite things has actually been interacting with the other makers. So it would be nice. There's quite a lot of I've got to meet a lot of people now.
Well, there's a lot of comments further on up there earlier saying how much of a a great guy you are. Just so you know,
they're lying. They actually mean what a knobhead he is.
Okay. So apparently, according to Ian in the shed, you've just hit 100 subscribers.
Oh,
right.
Ian's one of my best supporters.
There we go.
I have to start giving Ian a discount or something. I always see him spreading my name about.
So you're on 101, actually. You're on 101. Well done, chat. Well done, guys. Thanks for that.
Thank you, everybody.
Pole Barn, Doug from Pole Barns just jumped in. How you doing, Doug? So now you can get your custom URL. But usually what happens on these pre-URL is you'll go up just over 1,000, then you'll notice in the morning, unless it's gone up significantly, it'll be like 99 or 98. But don't worry, it evens out and you'll be all right.
Thank you, everybody, for subscribing. Appreciate it.
Excellent. Okay, so who are you hoping to inspire by doing what you do and making the videos?
Who am I hoping to inspire? Probably younger people, to be honest with you, because I think nowadays youngsters don't like their aim isn't to do like hands-on things, and I think most, I used to do Twitch streaming, gaming, and I think that's what most youngsters want to do now, is just sort of like they aspire to be like online gamers, and that's fine, and it's good if you can do that, but it's not always realistic. And I just think there's it's very rewarding to be able to get your ideas out of your head and actually make them. So
yeah. Or punch them.
Anybody really to get out there and just start making things for themselves. Yeah.
I mean, I had this conversation last week. If you watched last week's Invasion, I mean, for what you do for a living and what the amount of printers you've got that you told me yesterday and the CNC and stuff, you're kind of geared towards the future of what's coming. I mean, do you think it's really important for these youngsters and old and everybody to embrace the modern technology of laser printing, CNC, not laser printing, you know what I'm about, 3D printing and CNC and stuff like that? I mean, do you think it's really important for people to?
Yeah, I mean, that is the future, and that is the future is machinery, and I work with a lot of older people who don't want to know CNC. They don't want to learn the sort of the more modern ways. I don't enjoy my day job. I'm not afraid to say I don't enjoy it. It's just making the same old day in, day out. I like to be creative. I've got a busy mind, and I like to keep it active and making things.
Yeah, definitely.
I know. I've got tons everywhere, haven't they? It's you guys' fault, to be fair.
So we've got Mark Gentleman Wood Turner come in. We've got another question from Terry from TJ Turning. Let's put it on the screen actually, because I might be able to see it a little better. If Flesh doesn't use his scroll saw anymore, would he consider selling it? And I want to get one for his son to try. So there you go. That's something that you can discuss with.
If I ever consider it, I will certainly be in touch.
Yeah. Barry's Wood Turning's in. How you doing, Barry? Okay. So I didn't realise how much I rely on my aid memoir that's stuck to the wall of my cold, damp, drafty workshop.
Yeah.
Okay. So, favorite tools. What do you really enjoy using?
Tough one, isn't it? It's going to be CNC related, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
It's going to be like my CNC work be. I always aim towards CNC. I do love fractal burning. I know some people are scared of that and think it's dangerous, but I think it's, I like it. I like doing that as well.
So you said yours is a different type, isn't it? It's not like a microwave.
No, I've got a microwave transformer in the works that I am
right.
need to finish off, but mine's I thought I'd go the slightly safer route first of all, which was the neon sign transformer.
So what's the difference?
It doesn't put as many amps into the material. The amps that it puts through it are lower, so you don't get quite as deep a burn on it, but it's a bit safer.
Yeah. It's like
it's like 200 amps through, so
yeah. So there we go. Oh, Wendy's asking my questions for you. Thanks, Wendy. You reminded me then. Thanks. So, what is the best way to contact Fletch from Maker Coin Pricing? That's from Klondike Craftsman.
Well, I take most of my contact is through Instagram now. It's probably one of the easiest ways. Instagram, or you can email me at admin@smellycatcreations.com, but Instagram's one of the easiest ways.
So there's it, Fletch's link in the chat for Instagram. So if you want one of Fletch's creations, then get in touch with him. So Wendy, who inspired you?
I think one of the actual early YouTubers that I actually really used to like and enjoy watching was Steve Ramsey. I used to like watching Steve Ramsey's videos quite a lot.
Okay.
But who inspires me for... Nobody really inspires me for my creations. They're just things that come out of my random weird head. But
yeah,
I like to see everybody's different ideas. You know, everybody's got different techniques and ideas, and
yeah.
I don't have any real exact inspiration.
Okay, there you go, Wendy. I've just seen another question. Or is it my eyes playing tricks on me? No, that was it. Okay. So, where are you hoping to be this time next year with your channel? I mean, I know you are very active on Instagram. You know, always see stuff on Instagram. Are you on TikTok?
Just last week.
Okay.
Just last week. Just because I can't remember who, some people have been telling me, "Oh, you need to go on TikTok." So last week I did actually put a user group, user on there.
I mean,
next year. Yeah. Instagram, I am very active on Instagram. I like to keep my posts up as much as I can. I'm not great at YouTube. I haven't been great. Anyway, I put 2 out in the last fortnight, but I had a big gap where I didn't put anything out. So I need to get like Wendy and become like Wendy and make sure there's always pre-recorded videos, I think.
Easier said than done.
I know.
It is. I tried that once and it didn't work for me.
I set my goals originally of 1 a week and that died quite quickly.
You know what? There's a fine line. Oh, excuse me. There's a fine line that will kind of push you over the edge of YouTube becoming a chore and not enjoyable, if that makes sense. Because if you kind of set yourself a goal like that, one or 2 videos a week, and you find it hard to keep up with that, then you start to become a chore, and then it has an impact on the quality of your content as well as what you're making. At one point, I was doing a video, and a vlog each week. And it just gets too much, It
takes longer than I originally expected it to take, to be honest. With the editing and everything as well. And I'm not even great at editing, but it still takes a lot longer than I was originally expecting it to take.
Yeah. Just touching on the... for you guys out there that are growing your channel, like myself, like most of us out there, other than the big guys like Pole Barn, that's got hundreds of thousands. No, sorry, Doug, I'm joking. Things like TikTok are brilliant because I've got loads of subscribers over to my YouTube channel from doing TikTok. Just every day.
I thought TikTok was just for like young girls dancing. That was
No.
I thought it was.
No, there's a lot. There's a hell of a lot of makers out there. There's one I copied onto my Instagram today. I shared because he asked me to share, so I did, and it was one of the. It's like a coin that he uses a fret saw, a scroll saw, and he cuts things out. It was for Tom, the guy that's just died, the old fella.
Yeah.
There's lots of stuff on there. It's not just all little kids. You got to just swipe them off.
But
if you're growing your channel, it's a great way of using social media and that. But like Instagram, TikTok, you've got to keep your content coming every single day. You've got to post something.
I noticed that my Instagram's certainly done a lot better since I give it a lot more regular content.
Yeah. I think it was Andy Heal that says to me, because he was like 300 or 400 followers over me, and I just started, and I was like, how have you got all these? And he says, you got to religiously get content out. Next thing I know, I'm 1,500, So Real Simple Things has got a question. Oh, hang on, where's it gone? Right. Okay. Oh God! Every time I click on it, it moves, and someone comments. Okay, why Smelly Cat? Let's hear the story behind this.
I sometimes regret Smelly Cat, and I almost ditched the name, to be honest with you, because everybody thinks I've just picked it because of friends, and that is why I picked it at all. I just like weird names. So I used to have a Twitch channel called Bursting Beetle, and I just like to pick weird names. I just try to pick something that's different. The Smelly Cat, like names that sort of, I like that. Bursting Beetle. I've just had some weird names and Smelly Cat creations because I love cats.
Yeah.
I put that in there.
My cat really does smell. Where is he? He is 14. He is 14. So we got Nathan Ramsdale Sherman in the chat. Welcome, Nathan. I've seen you for a while. And Doug, I really don't believe that you've purchased any subscribers. Dean Makes, how are the cats doing?
I have just been to the vet with my cat about at 4 o'clock, and he has had more injections. And because my cat, unfortunately, my oldest cat, he has got cancer, and he's on steroid treatment. Bless him. And they served me up with a nice £122 vet bill, but he's all right. He's hanging in there. He's doing all right. Bless him.
Yeah. Well, this, we do this to ourselves, don't we? We have these pets, and I mean, it's not the money. Don't get me wrong. It's all the emotions that come with losing a pet, or
for me, I don't like seeing him when he's not well. It's horrible to see the cat unwell.
Yeah. Okay, so we're nearly at the end. You nearly survived.
Made it.
So, as a new to YouTube, what do you use for camera equipment and things like that, and editing?
I use a Samsung Galaxy 7 Edge phone as my camera equipment, and Sony Vegas 15 as my editing software.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I thought, I didn't know if the phone would be good enough, but it's working for now. So
it's really surprising how many people use their phone for making YouTube videos, and also editing on their phone as well. They'll film, and then straight away they'll edit it.
Yeah.
It's phones nowadays. They're more capable than like a old camcorder and that sort of thing. They're a lot better. So Mark Stroughton is in the chat. Welcome, Mark. Who else we got? It doesn't help with this ring light just in front of me either. Yeah. So, shout out. Have you got any shout outs?
There's been a lot of people. I mean, I struggled with this one, to be honest. Yeah. There's a lot of people that I'm very honoured that support me, that have given me a lot of help. Like I say, Ian in the shed. I always see him on Facebook giving my Brandon Irons a recommendation, and Wendy has always been very helpful. And I have a great group now that I think Andy Pugh added me to on WhatsApp. Including there's quite a few of them: Dean, Chris, Jamie Reed. But my shout outs, I thought I'd try and go for some people that were completely sort of under the radar. And
okay,
I'd go for a friend of mine that's he started his own Instagram page as an artist doing drawings.
Okay.
So my friend James is he's got a page called j.w.draws.
Draws.
Yes, j.w.draws. DRAWS.
Okay, he's got like what is it, a tent?
Yeah, he does like these little cool drawings.
99 followers, is that the one?
Probably, yeah. He's not been doing that long.
So, okay, I followed him. I'll put the link in the chat there as well. There you go, guys. If you want to check him out.
Yeah, that's the link.
Anyone else?
And then the other one is I like to support, if I can, local people who are local to me, local makers. So another guy that's local to me and helped me before is David Savage. He's got a page called savagecreations.norfolk.
Savage Creations.
Norfolk on Instagram. He started up a Facebook page for local makers, so
he's helped for sales. Savage Creations.
Norfolk, it should be. I think.
Norfolk. Okay. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. Right, I'll put the link in the chat as well for that one. Check these guys out later.
He does a lot of work to help support small businesses and makers.
Cool. Okay. Anyone else?
Any more questions?
Okay. Right. So my shout out is going to be for. See, I was going to go in the shed until you jumped in there, and okay. Let's give Doug a shout out. If you haven't seen Doug's work, then you've been hiding under a rock too long. So head over, check out Doug's stuff. He does some real nice hybrid turning, mainly hybrid turning. So there you go. There you go, Doug. Okay, so is there any more questions in the chat before we finish? You will be... No. Okay, then. I think that's it. Okay. Well, Fletch, it's been a pleasure, and thanks for coming on. Guys, make sure you check out Fletch's videos, give him some watch time, and if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. That's if you're into what Fletch does. I don't do that sub for sub stuff. So you're on 104 subscribers, which is brilliant. We've gone past 100. And also head over and check out Fletch's Instagram. I've put it up there in the chat. Oh, hang on. We've got a one last minute question from Colin Woodward's. How long have you been growing the beards?
My hair grows so slow. Literally, like to get a beard like yours would take me about. I can't even imagine. This has been like 6-8 years to get there.
I have to cut mine regular. I have to cut mine regular. It's like down to there now. And I cut an inch off every other month or something like that, just to, you know.
I cut an inch off, it'll be gone. It's like 6 years worth there.
Yeah, but look at that head of hair. That's an impressive head of hair. You know what? I'll tell you a story before we go. Now, guys, don't tell anyone this. Okay. So I used to have my hair as long as yours, just a little bit shorter, actually, and it was blonde. It was like really blonde, natural blonde. And a guy says to my brother once, I was standing having a cigarette, talking to someone, you know, back facing them. He says, "Oh, I quite like the look of your sister. Is she single?" And it's like Rich, and I turn around and so it all went.
Off it went.
Off it went.
Yeah.
So keep that to yourself, guys. Okay, right then. So next week we have Shay from BB Turning. So don't forget to. I'll put a link up Wednesday for that invade. If you can head over and check him out beforehand, that'd be good. And don't forget to hit the thumbs, guys. Anyway, thanks, Fletch, and thanks to everyone.
Thanks for everybody.
It's been a nice turnout, and we've got Fletch over 100 subscribers, which job done. Okay, then. Cheers, mate.
Thanks, everyone. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.